Alright, I am quite literally going to thank the cosmos for this question because I've got a lot to say, and if you are a parent, you're definitely going to want to stick around. When I was 5 years old, my mom picked me up from school and she said, "David, I have a surprise for you." And that surprise was my very first piano lesson, and looking back, I see how powerful it was that she framed music as a gift, not as a task, right? We don't work music, we play, right? And that truth, it's easy to forget. Now, if you want to give your kid a strong start, the most important thing that you can do is just be there. Sit beside them, help them practice, okay? Don't wait for them to, show interest before you invest in a decent instrument. And please don't expect them to be some prodigy glued to the piano like some tiny Mozart, okay? Whether it's classical, jazz, reggae, the genre matters way less than your presence, okay? I always have my students learn songs they love because that emotional connection, that's where the real magic happens, all right? And that's why I made this wheel, all right? It helps connect the dots visually, emotionally, logically. Every time I show it to musicians, they say, "Whoa, that's so smart. Did you invent that?" Right? If you were looking at this and you don't quite understand what you are seeing, that's exactly why you should get one. You and your child can learn together. I have a booklet that basically explains everything. It's all just lining up numbers with notes. It's so simple. You guys can learn music theory together, and that will help you start playing all the chords to all your favorite songs. And honestly, what a beautiful way to bond with your kid, and especially with something tactile, colorful, and not just another app on a screen. Now, as for me personally, I grew up learning the Suzuki method, and I still love it. Dr. Suzuki's big idea was that every child in Japan learns Japanese, right? So what if we immerse them in the language of music the same way? And from the age of 5 to 10, I fell asleep every night listening to these classical cassettes of Bach and Beethoven and Mozart, and I swear that shaped, how I hear music to this day. And eventually later I found jazz and R&B and rock and gospel, and the deeper I went, the more I realized it's all connected. It's all connected, and that's what this wheel reveals. Now, just a couple more thoughts on the matter. If you are on a tight budget, here's a couple quick tips. Get a keyboard with